Hi everyone, this is Fashion Doll Dreamer here. Just a very quick video today, showing just some of my NRFB or MIB dolls there. As you can see, most of them are from mid-70s superstar era. I love collecting those the most. Mod and vintage, I don't mind if they're not in the box. I've got a couple of mod era ones. I'll show you them a little later. But I think the reason I like the superstar gals in their boxes is because the boxes are great. You know, there's amazing artwork there. And also, I used to keep all the boxes as a kid. I loved it. I loved all the artwork, loved all the booklets. But one day, I used to keep them all under the bed. You know, I used to play with the doll, take it out. So I kept all the boxes under the bed. One day when I came home from school, my mother threw them all away. Luckily, I had some of the booklets out of the boxes, so I kept them, and I still have those to this day, even if I don't have any of the dolls from my childhood. But I was devastated because I love those boxes, and I wanted to put the dolls back in them and display them that way. Thinking like an adult collector, like a kid, huh? So that was devastating. So I guess that triggered something in me. So now if I get a superstar doll, I usually do like it in the box, which is getting pricey now. So I thank God I got these a little earlier when it wasn't so pricey. Okay, I'll go through them one by one and yeah, we'll see what happens there. Okay, and as you can see there's Ballerina Barbie. The box is in great shape, but I did get her for a really low price. And she'd been taken out before, so not exactly an RFB, but hey, I just wanted the, one in the box just to remind me of the two I had as a kid. I had the 1979 version, which was the more elaborate hairdo, the more elaborate makeup, and the dark pink backing. I had her as a kid first. She was, I think, the third Barbie doll I ever bought. Loved her to death. But little story here. A few years later, around 1981, there was this discount department store. It was just a local branch of it in the suburbs called Fosse's. And one Saturday morning, I'll never forget this, I walked in, went to the toy area, which wasn't that huge, and there was a whole shelf of the earlier 1975 ballerina Barbies. I was rapt because you couldn't find the TNT face anymore by then, and I loved it. Most of the dolls had the superstar era smiling face, so I pounced on her because that's why I loved my 1979 Barbie. She had the TNT face, which I really adored. So I thought I'd get one in the box. I have one already, which was say similar to this girl with the golden blonde hair. I have her on display in my fashion plaza. She's already dressed up. She was loose, but I wanted one in the box, even if the box was damaged there. Just, for old time's sake. And there you see, it's actually a crystal Barbie from the 80s stuck in that sun gold Malibu PJ. So she's definitely not an RFB or MIB. It's just because I've got the Malibu PJ in the Barbie Workout Center, which you've seen in a previous video there. And she's playing great shape PJ now. And then you have Sensational Malibu Ken. Now he is truly an RFB. Never removed from box. If you guys want me to debox him, please leave comments down below because I'm in two minds whether to leave him in the box or whether to take him out and display him and dress him up there. He's pretty iconic in the Barbie world because he's the first African American male doll in the Mattel world who had rooted hair. Has that big afro. He also uses, I think, it's a modern version of the vintage Brad sculpt because he looks very Brad-like there. Who was, who was the African American friend of Ken back in the day, back in the mod era. And he's also he's called Ken, not Brad, not Curtis. None of the African American male friends' names there. He's actually a Ken. He's actually an African-American Ken, which was quite amazing for that time too, because they were just starting to have all those different ethnicities for Barbie and Ken. And a little further down, you've got two gals here that I actually had as a kid. Again, these are replacements. I lost those dolls many, many years ago. Long story, I'll bore you with it some other time. Yeah, so Fabulous Fur Barbie I got, even though it says it's 1983, I swore I got it late 1983, maybe very early 1984. But I'm sure it was late 1983. Nice story behind that. I used to be a child actor. from about 1979 to about 1984, 85. And 1983 was a good year for me in terms of that career. I had this wonderful opportunity to join this traveling children's theatre group. And did this amazing play. It was late November 1983, I think, and we travelled around, did the play. I had a ball with that. I was 13 at the time. And so once that was over, late 1983, I treated myself to that girl, Fabulous Fur Barbie. I loved her because she had brownish hair with those streaks, which was very different from the usual blonde. And she had those fabulous fur pieces you could mix and match. One of those interchangeable dolls that started with, pretty changes, where you had those interchangeable mix and match fashion pieces, so you can create all these different looks. So I loved her for that. Not into fur so much now, but I mean, look at that fabulous fur. It's very 80s, very huge, very bold, very big, very statement making. Look at me there. I took her out once. I've never taken her from her backing though, just to see the booklets, because I wanted to have a look at what booklets she had. So I took the booklets out, popped them back in, as you can see there, but she's never been removed from her backing. I've never played with her. She still has, I think, the cellar on her hair and all of that. So yeah, I've also liked her face. It was quite different from the usual superstar faces. Her eyes were a little larger. I've read that there are variations of this doll with different face paint. My camera is not cooperating whatsoever. Sorry about that. But yeah, she looks very different to me. And I love that blue glittery jumpsuit, and especially that holographic sort of crystally belt there. Then there was another girl I had as a kid. She was the second Barbie I ever got with my own money. The first was Pretty Change's Barbie there. That's Kissing Barbie. I wanted her because she wasn't smiley and superstar-y, not a smiley face. And as I said, the TNT sculpt wasn't that much around. I'd see a few old quick curl Barbies and some ballerina Barbies, but loved her, and I love the kissing gimmick. It was very funny. She did that pucker up sound. This girl kind of still does it, but it's kind of weird. Of course, I've taken her out of the box. I've displayed her. I've dressed her up in different things, but she's back in her box with her original outfit now. And I think she'll stay there because I love the artwork on the box there. I like that whole presentation. Funnily enough, she came with 2 lipsticks, not one. I don't know if that's a factory mishap, because I swore that my one as a child had 1 lipstick. This one had 2. It had one where you can see that on her box in that little alcove there, that you can see in the front there. But there was also another one inside the box. Now, this girl had never been removed from box when I first got her factory sealed. So it wasn't someone who just popped in one. She actually came with 2, which was amazing. But they're both kind of perished now. The lipstick gets all jammy, which is a shame. It's the consistency, and it's like blackberry jam now. But I still have both of those lipsticks in the box with her. And now on to Beauty Secrets Barbie and Beauty Secrets Christy. I got a Beauty Secrets Barbie for my 10th birthday, January 3rd, 1980. I remember she'd just come on the toy store shelves then, even though she's dated in 1979. Because I remember the store clerk at Myer saying to my mother, "We just got her in today." Oh, I think yesterday, something like that. So I got her. I actually really wanted a Beauty Secrets Christy. I'd seen her in the booklets, really wanted one. Impossible to find in Australia back then. Myer didn't have any, and Myer was a huge store in the city. I went to the big department store, they had everything. Didn't have her, but they had Beauty Secrets Barbie. I got the version that came with the 3-way full-length mirror, and I wish to God I'd kept that mirror and the box, because it's very different to this version here. She's almost impossible to find in that version now. If I do find her, I will get her, definitely. But this one is also slightly different, as you can see. I will go in. She's got a sash, 21 years of Barbie. She was actually the convention doll for the first Mattel Barbie convention in 1980 in New York. Not many of these were produced. I was lucky to get this one at a huge discount. She actually cost less than Beauty Secrets Barbie in the box that I bought before, which she wasn't that bad either, because I bought her quite a few years ago and the box was a bit ruined. Of course, that Beauty Secrets Barbie is on display now in the Fashion Plaza. I've dressed her up, taken her out. So I will leave this gal in the box. because she is a bit of history there. I mean, it's funny that they didn't actually make special convention dolls back then when they started with the conventions. It was just your basic production doll there with the sash. And some people said, oh, you should just debox her. But I thought, nah, there's no point. I've got one already. That's out of the box that I like to, display and dress up. So she'll stay in the box there. And yeah, there is Beauty Secrets Christy, which is the gal I wanted and finally got years and years later. She's actually been removed from the box. I've photographed her, I've dressed her up, I've displayed her, but I liked it better in the box. I like the whole presentation of the box. The box is in great shape, as you can see. I never removed her beauty case, and I never removed the baggie with her other accessories in there. Everything's still in the frames, so she's kind of, MIB, I guess. There. I gave her hair a good brush up because it was pretty sticky and awful. And just dressed her up again and put her back in the box there. But I love these two. They're so emblematic of that era. There were those gimmicky dolls that, they did something. They either kissed or they walked or moved their arms. I mean, these girls moved their arms. I used to make them both flap, so they looked like they were doing the funky chicken. But it was fun, putting the different cosmetics in their hands, the toothbrush and the lipstick and the hairbrush and the powder puff. And to see them in action there, putting themselves up there. And on to the superstars. Of course, I had to get all three, so I'm wrapped I did. There's Superstar Ken. He's in the promotional box there, which came with the ring. You can see the slot there, probably. And the yellow backing. This one didn't come to the ring, but the seller that I bought it from, I was buying a promotional version of Superstar Barbie from her, and she threw this guy in. Basically untouched. He's, in his original outfit, all his accessories, except for that ring, and basically threw him in for another, I think, $70. So I had to do it. That promotional Superstar Barbie was an RFB, but I had to open her up and display her, and I still have the box. It's in really good nick, so I might put her back in there one day. But she's wearing another outfit that I really wanted her to wear. But there you see Superstar Barbie. She's in RFB. I've only taken out the booklet from the back. That's it. I've never taken her out of the box. As you can see there, still strung onto it. Still has her hair string. The box isn't in absolutely perfect shape. You can see that little tear there, but that's okay. Again, I got it for a bargain years ago. Wasn't a lot of money. A lot of people weren't collecting Superstar back when I was starting to collect Barbie, so you could get some decent offers there. And she was. I mean, I've seen the price of her now in the box, and her baby, it is expensive. I didn't pay a fraction of that for her, so I'm wrapped to have her. She's staying in the box. I have plenty of Superstars that I've dressed up that are in my townhouse and my fashion plaza, so she's definitely going to stay in the box there. And of course, we've got Superstar Christy, my favorite out of the Superstar era dolls there. She was NRFB. I took her out once just for photography, just to take a photo of her, and then in she went again in the box. So never played with. Still has her hair string. I'm glad I took her out though, because if you leave some of these gals in the boxes, even though some NRFB Nazis insist you do, that does damage the doll. And there was a few issues with her hair and things, and the dress that I sorted out and put her back in. So she's fine again now. But I love her in the box again. I actually was lucky enough to find another one in the box, but the box was really damaged, and I took her out, and she's like loose in my displays, dressed in other Superstar era fashions there. So I've got one to take out in the box and play with, whereas this girl will stay in the box. She'll remain there. So just one last look at my little stack there without trying to kill myself going back here. Yeah, there you go. There's my little wall stack of the, what would you call them? Some are NRFB, some are MIB, some are just shoved back in a box. Some don't even belong in their boxes. But there you go. I mean, this is pretty much, I don't take a lot of photos of this part of my collection, so I thought I'd do a video on it. And I'll just show you a few more NRFB things as well that aren't this era. And there's some of my mod era box dolls there, and a Reaper, of course. The Talking Julia, you see there, she's even though she came out in the late 60s, this is the later 1971 version, which has hair that doesn't oxidize. You've seen her before in an earlier video that I did with Dean Reen, for those who regularly watch my videos. And as you probably saw from that video, I had another one in the box that I did debox because the box wasn't that great, but there's the back of that box. You can see, pretty fabulous with the clothes from that era. My camera, I swear to God. Yeah, I love the artwork on that box. So mods, so groovy or party, great. And then you see the Twiggy there. Oh, I'll show a bit more of my Julia there in her white fabulous jumpsuit and that darker skin than the afro that the later versions had. Then you see Twiggy peeking out there in her box. Now, she's in fabulous condition. As you can see, she hasn't faded at all. And, you know, someone took the silo off the box, you know, the wrapping out that came with the box there. I don't care. It's great. I got her at a great price. She came with the box, her booklet, as you can see there, her stand, her original outfit, and she's in brilliant condition. So she was a really good deal. And the box is really cool too. As you can see, you've got a little autographed photo of Twiggy there that you can cut out. That one had been cut out, so I just glued it back on again there. And then of course you've got the Repro Barbie Hair Fair 50th anniversary set, which my friend Dean has been begging me to open for years, and I won't. Because I love the whole presentation of the box there. And plus, besides, I have several vintage Hair Fair Barbies that I can play with and dress up and photograph. So she's staying in the box there. So yeah, that's just a brief tour of some of my box dolls. Just quickly, I'll show you my vintage stash there. Oh, and sorry, my camera keeps pooping out for some reason. It's really pissing me off today. I know what it's doing. It's a pain. I hate technology, but anyway. Yeah, there's some of my vintage boxes there. The Skipper was mint in box when I got her. She had all her stuff in there. She had the baggie with the little brush and that sort of thing, and her original swimsuit. Scooter was mint in box. Midge was mint in box. She was a really good bargain. She was about $12.50 back in the day. And then you see Alan and Barbie's boxes, and Ricky, he was really good condition in his box too, his original outfit. And I've got several Ken vintage boxes there. That's just a smattering of them. There's my Midge. I'll just show her quickly. Hello! She was the one in the box. As you can see, she was brilliant condition, but she's wearing that prom outfit I always wanted her to wear. What's it called? Junior prom, I think, or senior prom, I can't remember. Oh, and one more box to show you. Yes, the Busy Steffi box. I got the Busy Steffi in her box, never been played with. The box was opened, but her accessories were still on the frame, and she came with 4 sets of stickers. And they were in a sealed baggie, so must have been a factory mishap. You know, the booklets there, as you can see, her instructions, but 4 sets of stickers, can you believe it? So, you know, if the stickers get lost or they peel off, I have extra sets there. I'm not going to touch them otherwise though, because I think it's so cool to have those spare sets there. Because of course I've taken out the accessories, and as you can see, these girls are actually holding them with the stickers on them. And there's that Busy Steffi there. She's wearing Talking Busy Steffi's outfit, because I liked her better in that than Talking Busy Steffi. Talking Busy Steffi is wearing Pants Perfect Purple. I like her in that. I'm sure they'll change around eventually, but yeah, but that was the girl that came into that box you see there. Really cool box, isn't it, though? It's got like a blister pack, but reversed. So you've got the plastic bubble on the back there, and then you've got that flat cardboard in the front. And there's a set of those stickers. I think those ones are the ones I took. Oh no, I think that's one of those intact sticker sets there. You can see one getting loose there. But yeah, that was so cool finding that 4 sets of stickers. Anyway, thanks for this brief tour of my box dolls. Oh yeah, I'll show them later. That's the Sears. Oh, my camera. The Sears Stacy and Barbie sleeping case from 1969. I'll show them later. I'll show them in detail there. later, because today we're just looking at the box dolls, as you can see there. So thanks for this little tour of my box, some of my box dolls. I've got some others, but these are the ones I really treasure and the ones that are displayed. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you sometime soon. Bye for now.